What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle, and yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and the Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right. Got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you pay for. All right. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members. And we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you tired of being a zero? You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen because you already know when I drop these videos and y'all get them notifications, it's going to be some information that's going to help you win. All right. Keep you safe, keep you entertained, and all that good stuff like that. And in today's video, we will talk about the top five scams that's going on in today's world. Yes, the top five scams in 2026. It's a lot of new scams, it's a lot of new methods, it's a lot going on in this world where a lot of people are scamming. A lot of people are making money. It's a lot of new people scamming. It's a lot of old people that's been scamming, still scamming. So we're gonna talk about the top five scams that's going on in the world. How to spot them out, how to stay safe, how to be protected, and what's really going on. All right, so top five scams is going on in the world right now. So there's a lot of different scams from a lot of different things, and one of the top scams right now are mm, I'm gonna say crypto. Crypto right now is one of the top five scams that's going on in the world right now, and a lot of people are becoming hundred thousandaires, millionaires at a very young age with crypto right now. Now, how are people doing it? Well, there is a lot of money being generated with crypto. Crypto is basically another form of trading. You got a lot of different forms of crypto. You got meme coins, you got crypto trading, you got people who are rug pulling, you got people who are just draining people's um, crypto accounts. Now, when it comes to cryptocurrency, a lot of people see a lot of people on social media posting videos and pictures of Bitcoin addressed in Bitcoin wallets and crypto wallets from Dogecoin, Solana, and Phantom wallets, and just piled up with hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars. So when it comes to crypto, there are a lot of different ways that people are making money. One is meme coins. A lot of people are just like how there was NFTs, there are now meme coins, and these coins are basically the same thing as just an NFT coin. It might be some funny looking character, it might be just random. Every day there's a new coin being uploaded or accepted on Coinbase on the coin grid for you to start investing in and start selling and trading. So a lot of people create coins for reasons why, because if you create a coin, people can invest into your coin, and if your coin becomes popular, you can make a lot of money off that coin. So a lot of people create coins, and a lot of people invest into all these different type of coins. Then you got people who create coins mimicking other coins. So let's say there's a Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin got their own coin. And on the deck screen, you can see all the information about Bitcoin. And a scammer might duplicate that whole profile, creating a whole new Bitcoin. It looks exactly the same. And people will start investing into the fraudulent Bitcoin that's being promoted. And what they do is once enough people have invested in it, so it might be 20, 30, 40, 50, maybe $100,000 worth of people who invested in it, they pull it. And so that's why it's called a rug pull. They pull the liquidity out of it. So a lot of people have been doing rug pulls. And then you got people who have been utilizing OTP bots. And what are how are you utilizing OTP bots? Where basically they're getting these bots and they're calling people with these bots through the apps, and people are acting like they're basically getting calls as if Bitcoin is calling you saying that your account has been compromised and things like that. And the bots will ask you certain questions that allow that person to give personal information, login information to that Bitcoin account, and then give some type of script or some type of story like, okay, well, your account's going to be down for the next 24 to 48 hours for us to do some review while the scammer is actually draining their account. So it's a lot of Bitcoins, a lot of cryptocurrency scams and cryptocurrency ways that people are making money, legal ways and illegal ways. So crypto right now is getting a lot of people paid to change a lot of people's lives. Then you got methods that's going on right now. A lot of people are doing a lot of load up methods. There's a lot of load ups going on right now from Apple Pay, Cash App, Chime, PayPal, um, Bitcoin, and basically there are places on the dark web that are listen. Before I go even farther, and like I said, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything, try any of these things, but this is real life things that are happening in real life. And a lot of people got to start understanding that a lot of these methods stem from hackers and compromisers and people who are good with computers, databases, and systems because everything is coded. And once they figure out how to encode a credit card, encode a system, or do something that will bypass a security database or be able to link a certain number or card to something, then that's how these methods are created. So scammers and hackers have created a way or figured out a way how to load up accounts from PayPal, Cash App, Bitcoin, Chime. Did I miss any? Well, all different type of money transfer accounts. Like I said, because there's just every app, everything has is created by coding, systems, networks, IP addresses, all these things that can be compromised and hacked and created. So scammers and hackers are figuring out a lot of ways and creating a lot of new ways, and that's why a lot of people are starting to get into the scam world, the fraud world, because they have been seeing it go on for a lot of years on social media. People posting videos and pictures, flashing money, saying they do this method, that method, this scam, that scam, and people come to a point where they enter a situation where they need some quick, fast cash, and what they think of is that video, that post. So they say, "Let me try that. Let me see how it works." Also, not knowing that if it doesn't work and they do get caught, they're going to tell on you. That's the whole mind frame of a lot of people. They're gonna try something out and they're gonna pass it off as if they got this from somebody, and this person said it was a legit, it was legal, they can do it, they won't get in trouble, so they can won't get in trouble for it for what they did that didn't work for them. So people are it's a crazy world out here, and people got to start paying attention to what's really going on, because at the end of the day, if the right opportunity presented itself to anybody, they'll take it. So that's why you see scams and frauds is up 600 to 800% since COVID-19. Is even getting worse. More people are trying to commit more scams, more methods, because at the end of the day, wherever there's money being made, there's going to be some type of scam or fraud being committed. Why? Because there's money being made and they want to get that money. So load ups right now, methods right now are one of the top um, ways that scammers and fraudsters are making money. Different type of methods, different type of scams, load ups, dark web, things like that. And then you got the evolution of check fraud and credit card fraud. Now, what I mean about the evolution of check fraud and credit card fraud, what I mean is that, like I said, hackers, compromisers, those are the most powerful people when it comes to the dark web and scamming and these type of things. Why? Because they're the people who gather the information and can get the information for the small time people to be able to do these methods and make money. So the hackers are the ones that's getting the information, that's getting the CVVs, the dumps, the fools, the pins, the all this information and presenting it and selling it and making their money that way, while other people buy it and utilize it and do whatever method that they want to use. So the scammer is the person who can get any type of information and get anything that they need for people to make some money, because everything is digital nowadays. Bank accounts, that digital number is digital. It's not like it's easy for people to steal money out of bank accounts, because when you go put money into a bank, that money that you give them is not going to account with your name in it and say, okay, this is your money. No, it's being circulated around, and that was a digital number associated with your bank account. So everything is digital nowadays, which makes it easier for scammers and fraudsters and hackers to be able to compromise and get into these accounts and do a lot of different things. So methods, load ups right now, credit card, check fraud right now, the evolution. What I mean by the evolution is that it's every day there's some type of things are evolving as we go. So give you an example, credit card fraud. Cards, debit cards and credit cards used to have embossed numbers on them, no longer embossed. Cars used to look the same. Now banks have their own logo all over the card. So now the scammers and fraudsters are starting to see this, and they want to continue their scams and fraud. They now figured out that if the bank can get this card, so can a normal person who has the information. They figuring out getting templates from banks, card templates, and basically making those white cards, those white blank cards the scammers and fraudsters used to use. They're now getting those cards and getting the real template of banks and putting them on those cards. So now they have blank bank cards. That's the exact card as that bank. Because like I said, banks are no longer embossing cards. So you ain't got to go through that process. They're printing this information on the back of the cards and they're doing the exact same thing. So scammers are getting more clever when it comes to fraudulent items. Now the clone cards are real bank cards. Checks, every company that has a check is in a database. That template is in a database, and fraudsters, hackers, and scammers are figuring out how to get to these templates, steal them, and make legit checks from these companies. It's the exact same thing. There are places you can buy real check paper with the real ink on the dark. Like people gotta understand, the dark web is a place where people go to buy fraudulent things that you can't buy on the clear net. So somebody like, man, I need a give example, and this is all examples, educational purposes only, not telling anybody to try to go on the dark web or do anything. But the dark web is real. People are really selling these type of things on the dark web, and people are figuring out how to get on there and buy them. So knowledge is power. You can go on the dark web and be like, I need to buy check paper, and they break it down to T. Well, what type of check paper? What type of company you need? Well, I need to buy blank cards. What type of blank cards? What banks you need? Like they break it down to the T. Or like with the loads, like okay, give me this information. They have logged that information in, and then like it's getting real in the scam and the fraud world. So you got crypto scams, you got load ups methods, you got check fraud, you got credit card fraud. Now also with credit card fraud, people are figuring out how to steal people's digital cards utilizing their IBAN numbers, and it's called reaping. And basically people are getting the digital cards, link of Apple Pay, any digital card on any digital wallet, from an Apple Pay to a bank to a Chime to a Cash App, any of these digital cards. They're figuring out how to get the IBAN numbers, connecting those IBAN numbers to Android phones or burner iPhones, and utilizing people's um digital cards and their digital wallets. Because you do know now that you can tap at an ATM and withdraw cash. Like you can do a lot of different things. Like I said, as the world evolves, the scam and the methods will evolve right along with it, because wherever there's money being made, there's going to be some type of scam or fraud being committed. And there's always a loophole, and people figure out these loopholes quick, fast, in a hurry, because there's people that actually are in the IT world, the cybersecurity world, that's good with systems, that's good with code, and is good with databases, and it's easy for them to be able to penetrate, compromise, duplicate, do all these type of things that's allowing people to be able to create methods and loads and scams and these type of things. So as the world evolves, the scams and the methods will evolve. Every day there's a new scammer being created. Every day there's somebody trying to figure out a way how to make some quick, fast cash. And this is what it results to. It's the world is under the impression that scams get you a lot of money quick, fast, in a hurry. So people like, man, what's the next move? What's the next play? Not understanding the logistics and the magnitude of what's really going on behind these scams and these schemes and these methods. It's not as easy as everybody thinks. So it's all about staying more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware of what's going on. Like I said, nobody wants to become a victim of a scam or fraud. So make sure the oh yeah, and identity theft too. Identity theft is another um major scam that's going on right now, especially people utilizing identity theft with these pre-built CPNs, not CPNs, but pre-built CPNs. And pre-built CPNs are when you utilize somebody else's credit profile that's already established. A CPN is a credit profile that, or a credit number, or a number that has not been issued, that has not been used, that's not established, and people established on them. So it's a completely different thing. Identity theft is pre-built CPNs. CPNs are numbers that have not been issued, that a person will utilize and establish from the ground up. So knowing the difference, identity that people are utilizing other people's identities to get loans, credit cards, and lines of credits, and do all different type of things. So it's just all about staying more safe, staying more cautious, and being more aware. Because when you are more aware, you can stay more safe and know what's going on. So make sure you guys are getting your Northern Life Lock. They monitor your bank accounts, your financial services, and your social media accounts, and your information. Monitor the dark web. Make sure none of your information is floating around on there for people to buy. Make sure you guys are freezing all three of your credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experience, so nobody can get anything in your name. Make sure you guys are changing out your debit and credit card numbers. Debit and credit cards get new numbers every so often because we use them every day, at a lot of different POS machines, and every time we tap, that information is now stored in that database, and there's always a compromise, leak, or a hack that's going on. All right, so if a compromise, leak, or a hack was to happen and your old information was on there and you just got a new debit or credit card with new information, you'll be safe, all right? Because that old information is no longer valid. So make sure you guys stay more safe, stay more cautious, and be more aware of what's going on out there in the real world. And let's continue to elevate and grow, build, and become successful. Shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me keep going. Y'all motivate me keep dropping the sauce. And y'all motivate me keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime one-on-one limited gyms are $1,000. But for limited time only, I'm doing them for 600. Yes, 600 Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right, no screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Also, make sure y'all book your seat on the webinars Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 250, 10 seats. Ask me anything, get help with anything that y'all want to get help with, so don't miss out on this opportunity. Make sure y'all book your seat on the crypto tour and personal limit gyms, 3,500. Make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the month-long mentorship, 2,500. But the first 10 people, $1,000, and you get a free load up. Anybody after that will pay regular price. So don't miss out on that deal. Make sure y'all checking out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato App Millionaire Network. Still looking for people for the production company. Still looking for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, women, gamers, streamers, and content curators. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all my YouTube channels, my Twitches, my IGs, my TikTok. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world because it's changing people's lives, but y'all knew that. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hustle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson video or live. Peace.